It's a great pleasure to address you at the occasion of already the 11th edition of the International Conference set up by the European Values Center for Security Policy. And I have to say that it's great to see that the center is standing up for its mission for already 20 years. When founded in 2005 on the idea to protect liberal democracy and the rule of law. That time, it may see not to be too topical, because many people thought what was the risk to liberal democracy and rule of law in 2005. And now when we see the world around, we can appreciate that the aim of the center was actually quite visionary. And I'm glad to say that the center stood up to its mission by bringing a number of experts to Prague, by raising public awareness, by providing analyses that served as the basis for policy recommendations, and it always tried to defend the freedom and truth, which are the virtues that are not obvious, and we see it nowadays around us. And not only the traditional enemies of democracies, but there are also challenges to democracies from within our own countries. And we have to stand for defense of basic democratic principles, of openness, fairness, but especially the truth, which has become a target of all those who try to sow lack of trust to our societies and then abuse it in their own favor. After the annexation of Crimea in 2014, the center was actually one of the first to raise our attention to Russian disinformation campaigns, to hybrid activities. At that time, bringing this up to our attention was not so popular, and even today there are a number of people who would argue that something like that is actually happening. And I believe it is the role of all those who mean it seriously with democracies to find a new language that will be both convincing enough, and also based on arguments to our own population to regain the trust in our own institutions, regain the trust to democracy, probably without any adjectives, because we heard today that we have to abandon liberal democracy and to focus on something that some leaders, even in democratic camp, are calling sovereign democracies, focused on our own countries in isolation. I believe there is nothing like isolation or any country first in the current world. We are so much interconnected, not only by economic ties, but primarily by trade, policies, and security. And we all understand that security is indivisible, and that a problem in any part of the world will have very quickly an effect on all parts of the world. And that's why I would like to appreciate also one of the features of European Values Center, and that is this step to Asia by setting up their mission in Taiwan, because security in Indo-Pacific has a true effect on European security and vice versa. And that's why it's great that our partners in Indo-Pacific understand how important it is to defend the right of Ukraine for sovereignty and territorial integrity, and for us to understand how the situation in the Pacific is important for security and stability of the trade in Europe. And this is clearly the goal and the mission for European Value Center to pursue, and for all of us to promote the idea of cooperation, understanding, and goodwill, because without it we will not be able to resolve the challenges of our time. And I would like to thank the Center for all this hard work, and to wish all of you a successful and fruitful conference. Thank you.